Well, good morning, my ladies and my gents. Pardon me if I cough from time to time or have to take a sip of something. The allergies are kicking up and I got crud in my throat today. Anyway, it is Wednesday, which means it's time for another wonderful episode of What Did You Buy Wednesday, hosted by Joe over at Big Sky Model Workshop. Go on over, give them some love. While you're at it, check out Dirt Road Cinderella and say hey over there. Tell them I sent y'all over. They have got together, Joe and Tiffany have got a Dirt Road Cinderella. They've got a new group build they've started. The first. What is today? I guess it'd have been Monday. Yeah. Anyway, on the first, they started a group build, Glory Days of Drag Racing. And go check them out. And on either one of their sites, they'll have the general rules, basically anything 1980 or earlier with whatever technology would have been available to them at the time. So that's basically what it is, anything drag racing related. So, but go check them out. And Dirt Road Cinderella and Big Sky Model Workshop. And like I said, I'll have links to their channels in the description. But as you can tell today, back to the What Did You Buy? We got the pizza box by buddy Josh over at VCG Resins. This is stuff that I bought in the last order. And I highlighted these in the video last Friday night. Got this package at 7:20 in the evening in the mail. That guy came at 7:20 and brought these. And of course, these are the wrinkled slicks, and really, really cool. They're limited edition. When they're sold out, they're gone. You won't get a chance to get them again. He is out of the 4-inch front tires, and I picked up the 8-inch. Like I said, you can, for more detail on that, you can check out the video I did last Friday talking about it, and I won't spend all the time today talking about him again. But he is sold out of the 4-inch. He has 8 left of the 8-inch front tires. And you go on over there, be sure and pick up a set if you have any inkling to do so. Get them before they're gone. I'm kind of surprised they've lasted this long. But when you go shopping and you go to checkout after you've decided, be sure and use promo code JESTER10, JESTER10. Get 10% off your order, and it'll save you a few bucks. So, and while you're at it on the site, there's a spot down where you can sign up for the newsletter. He has usually one at the first of the month that will tell you what he's got coming up in the next, within the next month, as well as any model shows that he's going to, or even car shows. He's done a couple of them, and any other news. Maybe in the middle of the month when he comes out with something new, he'll shoot you an email, let you know that they're in stock. Occasionally, it'll be a sneak preview buy where you can get it before it actually goes on the public website, and you can only buy them through the newsletter. But be sure, go check out buddy Josh over at vcgresins.com. And what else I got? I highlighted these on the goodie box that I got a week or two ago. The aluminum seats. So I won't pull them out and do a lot of that, but I highlighted these also. You can get one set for $4, or one seat for $4, a set of 2 for $7. If you wanted to, you could use your imagination and maybe build up a little bit of a cushion to go in it if you're putting it in just a street rod that you want that racing seat in. You can do that. Use your imagination. Styrene is wonderful stuff to work with. And of course, I went and I saw these on the website, and I ordered some before I got the goodie box. And but they're the speaker grills. They got the screen and the mesh. and look really good. I did some on that. I put a couple of these, I call them 6x9s. That's what we had back in the 80s. I put a couple of these on the package shelf of the Dart that I just finished, and so that it was really cool. And I highlighted that in Coffee and Kits if you want to go check that out last Sunday with the Dart. So then I got 3 sets of these. Because I like doing pickups and trucks, you always wind up occasionally needing a set of flashers. You still got several sets of these yellow on. I just recently put in an order, and I got the last of the red and blue ones. I'll show them off sometime, probably next week when I do this. But best way to work these is, of course, use a bit of a primer on it so that the chrome will bind to it really nice. And or even maybe a black primer. I found out that putting a black gloss over resin and then hitting it with the chrome really makes it stand out. But however you do it, however you paint your resin, put a chrome finish on it, whatever chrome you want, and it'll really make that shine. Working with the resin, clear resin, be sure and use tweezers to pull it out, and then as soon as you get them out, hit it with a coat of clear gloss, whatever is your fancy. I use Tamiya acrylic, mainly because I can't handle the smells of the lacquers and enamels and the thinners. It gives me migraines. So I love this hobby, but I'm not willing to risk my health for it. But you hit this with the clear, and it does 2 things. Number one, it protects the resin from your fingers. You touch clear resin, it can leave blemishes on it that'll never come back out because it'll absorb the oils in your fingers. But it'll also make this clear. It'll really improve the transparency and make it nice and bright. So that's my Josh, what did you buy? Then I went to Hobby Lobby a couple days ago now, and they had their 40% off sale. Let me zoom that out because I got a big box. This is one of the things I pick up. Hobby Lobby, if you can find, they have, fairly limited selection of trucks, but $46, you get 40% off of that. You're looking at about $26, $27. That's better, unless you can find something on like eBay or Amazon or somebody selling it for less. Your chances are you're not going to find something in one of these trucks for less than that. And while we're talking about Mack trucks, one little interesting tidbit: the Bulldogs, here and here. If they're gold, it means that the engine, transmission, the rear ends, and the suspension are all Mack parts. It shows you on the side here. Let's see if I can do this without dumping anything. Shows it coming with a Maxidine Mack motor, along with a Maxi Torque transmission. And comes with Spicer rear ends and this type of thing. So you would paint the Bulldogs gold because they're all Mack parts. If you were to, say, put a Cummins or a Cat motor in a Mack, or an Eaton Fuller transmission in it, or say Eaton Fuller rear ends, or somebody else's suspension on it, you ordered it that way, it's not all Mack. So then you would have these as silver, as just an indication. A gold Bulldog is all Mack parts. A silver Bulldog is somewhere in the running gear is not Mack. Just a little detailing point for those of you doing Mack trucks. Then I picked up this guy. $28 is what, 16. I did this fairly early on when I was started models, and I had a lot of problems with it. There was a lot wrong with it, and I did the best I could. It came out decent, but I wasn't happy with it, so I thought I'd give a shot for another one. And now that I know that I have some really cool stuff from people like VCG Resins, that like maybe I can put a big fancy flathead motor in it, or a big block FE, engine, or maybe even put a blower on it, for heaven's sake. But let's see. You know, it's got some of that. It's got lots of room under the hood for a lot of this stuff. But nothing else. The Coke decals. That decal sheet is as big as the box. So you get lots of those. Nothing else, the price is worth that. And if you can make this into a halfway decent, fun little model, or just go buggy on it because you want to go nuts, you can do that too. Price, $16. You know. And then I got a steal. An absolute steal. The 67 Corvette. This kit had been on their shelf for, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. It wasn't selling. It just wasn't going. I've always been preferable to the Coke bottles that came out in 68 and on up, you know, until they kind of ruined it when they started putting the hatchback on it, on that glass hatchback on the Coke bottle, in preparation of introducing the new ones in the 80s. But this one, it's still a pretty car. I mean, you look at it, it's a nice looking car. It's cool, but it's just not what I've always wanted. But for the price, you know, it's $33. You're still going to wind up paying close to, I don't know, $18, $19, 40% off. But like I said, it had been sitting there for a while. So what they did, they marked it down about 60% off, 65, you know, 2/3 off basically, to $8. Maybe even 75%, 8, 16, 24, 32. Yeah, that's 75% off the price. And then when I checked out, they gave me 40% off of this, which meant this kit cost me $5. How can you not pass that up? Even if they didn't take the discount off, still $8 for a kit, a Revell no less. So then I got one more thing that's likely to spark a little bit of a debate in blues. I use this stuff. Yeah, I know, I can hear all the stories against it, blah, blah, blah. Well, my problem is, this came in one of the kits. I think it was the Revell Peterbilt, the 359 that I recently did, if I remember right. But yeah, it's good cement. It's thin. It has its uses, but I can't use it very often or very much because of the smell. Once again, migraines. So I use it sparingly. It does have its uses, but I cannot use it very often. And so I generally use this or super glue. And of course, this is the Maxi Cure. And but I'm starting to run low. I've got one more full tube. I've just emptied out one, and I've never had any real problem with it. As long as you're careful with it and clean things up quickly, you don't really have a problem. You use it sparingly as opposed to glopping it on. But I've never had a problem with it. So say what you will about it. I've had good luck. Maybe I'm just lucky. But anyway, there is my What Did You Buy Wednesday. I'm going to go ahead and sign out of here because I've yapped on long enough. So anyway, I will visit with you all next time. B-Tex, signing out.